Good morning, everyone. My name is John Oda, and I have the honor of serving as the pastor of Wesley United Methodist Church, which is right across the street. I also live right next door in the former Mineta family house. So we're right here in the heart of Japantown. You know, almost every time I stand at a podium like this, speaking about things like this, I think about my Uncle Seiki. He served with the 442nd Regimental Combat Team during World War II. The 442nd was an all-American, all-Japanese-American squadron and the most decorated unit in U.S. military history for its size. He died in October 1944 in the rescue of the lost battalions in the mountains of France. He fought and died for this country while his own family, my mother's entire family, was behind barbed wire in the Heart Mountain American concentration camp. No charges, no trial, no due process, incarcerated because of their race, and a government that decided that was reason enough. I didn't inherit this history as an abstraction. I inherited it as a wound which turned into a scar. And my history also is a piece of instruction. And the instruction is this: when you see your government begin to sort human beings into categories of who deserve rights and who doesn't, who gets due process and who doesn't, you do not stay quiet. You especially do not stay quiet when you have been taught via painful history exactly where that road leads. That's why I'm standing here today as a Christian pastor in Japantown that has always known both incarceration and resilience. To plainly say, we oppose the ICE detention center proposed near Gilroy, not because we are naive about the questions of immigration policy, but because we know in our bones, in our family stories, what happens when human beings are detained and disappeared without due process. The Christian scripture teaches us again and again to welcome the stranger, not to harass the stranger, not to detain the stranger, not to profit from the stranger's captivity. To me, the phrase, welcome the stranger, is not a suggestion that's tucked in the footnote of the Bible. It runs through the Old Testament, the prophets, the Gospels, the New Testament. It is one of the most repeated commands in the entire Bible because precisely it is one of the easiest commands for us to forget when we're frightened or we're in a comfortable society. We forget. But a community like Japantown will never forget. We are not enemies of our neighbors. We are their neighbors. Immigrant families, detained families, families torn apart by law enforcement without due process. They are not a threat to be managed. They are a people to be welcomed, defended, and loved. So on behalf of Wesley United Methodist Church, I stand with San Jose Nikkei Resistors, with the Neighbors Not Enemies Coalition, with Rinbon Adams, every other faith leader, our elected officials, with the county and Attorney General as they challenge this facility in court. We say, not here, not again, not on our watch. Thank you.